Hello, welcome to my channel, welcome to, well, this is a vlog-ish, bit of a catch-up. I've been very neglectful, and yes, I haven't caught up with anything, and yes, I'm feeling all kinds of gross. I'm just in from work. I'm all sweaty. The tea is going to be too hot. I know. Why am I trying to drink it? Too hot. Yes. Okay, I'll switch to something else instead. One of these. I've just spotted my chocolates. I think they've been melting. I have them in too sunny a position. Anyway, I've got a bit to, well, show you, share with you, yeah, talk about. Oh, I was going to talk about something reasonably significant. I might have to do that in another, hang on. My hair is falling down, so now I'm catching on it because most of it's just straggly out. I'm just too stinking hot. It's like, yeah, tell me I've got COVID already or something. I did a thing. I had overtime this week. Shh, don't just, anyway. This isn't the big thing. This is actually the little thing. I bought this. It's called God Shed His Grace. Isn't it beautiful? It's an Abraham Hunter painting. It's stunning. And I am crazy. I'm actually going to stitch it. I intend to stitch it. Tent stitch on 32 count 1/1, or maybe even 2/1. They, you know what? The people who make them, who don't know how to make them, they actually recommend 4 strands over 1. How bonkers is that? Tent stitch. I'll try it. I'll see. I've ordered. I think I've ordered the fabric. Now I have to order the floss. 102 skeins. That's scary. Yeah. Hey, do you remember I got the Forbidden Fibre Harry Potter box? This is the scarf in colour. Isn't that awesome? Like, bang, colours. And the wave, well, you can see the wave in the black and white version, but yeah, in the colour version, it really is amazeballs. So, that's really cool. I'll share that in an upcoming floss tube or something similar. Hey, I got Christmas presents today from Ireland. My sister. What are you doing, Teresa? Oh, it's a Christmas card. Okay. I thought it was a postcard. I was like, what? Okay. Oh. Okay. So, my sister got this 3 years after she did a large one in Africa. This might be too simple, she said. Oh, it's kind of cute. It's all paper though, which is scary. Oh my god. Alright, well, there's Zweigart Ada in here, and all the floss. All the retro floss. Look at how old this stuff is. This is like 30 years ago. Oh my lord. Everything's here, I take it. It's, I'm just wondering if that's Timbals or colour. It might just be, no, that's bleed. Okay, so this is, I don't know, was this ever white? It may have been white. It's stained now. I don't know if I'll wash it beforehand. It looks like it's 14 count. This is the paper pattern. And there are 2 sheets of A3. Holy cow, I can't even tell what it is. There's butterflies on the top. Are they daffodils? And butterflies. And colours which will follow as soon as I get them. Items or colours which are starred will follow as soon as I get them. So it's missing potentially some colours. I don't know who got this for her. And where does that overlap? Okay. Okay, I've got an overlap line, so that's good. So I'm not missing anything. There's going to be some... Teresa, this is a doozy. I'm going to link her this video too. The pattern is fading where it's creased. I'm going to try and scan it so I can have it as a PDF. It's called Wildflower Sampler Key, and it's got 14 count Aida, stranded cotton as listed in the key, tapestry needle 24, wooden frame is what you'll need. She was sent this, and it's so funny that these are all squashed. Yeah, look, there's all this, I don't know if you can tell, this discoloration. It looks like they've all weed on it. And it will need a wash. Whether I do that before or after. Let's just get rid of the stringy bits. I don't know. What do you think? Do I do it before or I think do it before, because then it's not going to shrink anymore. It's partial. It's partial, but it's actually quite heavily done. Oh! There's foxgloves, there's hawthorn, there's rose and orange tip butterfly, there's a black ladybird, daffodil, cowslip. Oh, that's cool. The 3345, 415, 3345. Like, are you actually missing any colours? Like, over the years, she may have actually been able to put this all together. No, it might be missing. Nope, not there. And I think the yellow is actually leached into the label. So the label's gone kind of yellowy. That's all kinds of retro. That's really cool. Yeah, hey, this thing, 102 colours, and it's going to be just under 2 foot by 3 foot, which is, no, it's actually that size of a decent painting. I'm probably quite crazy getting it. Look what else arrived in the mail. Took its sweet time, let me tell you. Ordered that on the Black Friday sales at DAC. It's January 18. It's taken that long. It's actually been sitting somewhere in a truck since the 23rd of December. Not overly impressed with the service. But that is now the GE International or GE Global or whatever they call themselves, and Amarax, I think, is the shipper. Yeah, don't rate them. Yeah, so if I want to get anything from Diamond Art Club in the next little bit, as if I'm going to be in a hurry. There were some gorgeous ones in here. I think what I ended up getting was Sail Away. Oh, I don't know. You'll see when I unbox them. I think there's a dragon in there, but the rest are actually landscapey more than anything. Yeah, so that's that. The thing I was going to talk about, but really wanted to have the device to read it on, was it was to do with being a birth mum, and one of the Facebook groups that I'm part of, and I'm probably part of far too many, but it was a group about parents or something, and it talked about how babies grieve, and how a lot of adoptive parents were then saying, oh my goodness, that sums up the baby and their fussiness and blah blah blah. And I'm kind of thinking, hang on, I gave birth to my kids and they were fussy as bejesus, so don't be so touchy that it's an adoptive baby thing. Maybe it's the adoptive parents that have that problem. It's kind of like, why can't I connect with my baby? And it's like, because your baby is just being a baby. Sophie did not like onion, cauliflower, broccoli. Whatever it was that came through the milk, she didn't like. Simon did not like anything that had a flavour because I overdosed on the equivalent of Southern Fried Chicken when I was pregnant. So babies are fussy, okay? Anyway, I put a thing on saying I'm a birth mum, and reading that, it was talking about how babies grieve, and they grieve for their natural mother, and having a foster parent or an adoptive parent is still not the same as having their mother. And yeah, that's all well and good, but in some cases they just can't. But how they still go through this physiological grief process. And it was like, yeah, okay, I put Hannah into foster care for 6 weeks, and then she went into adoption, and it was a year before her adoption actually finalised because she had heart problems. And I didn't hear from the foster parents. I think I chose to break contact after the 2 weeks in hospital, and I went into the hospital and I did hold her in hospital and stuff, not knowing what the hell I was doing. Like, how the hell do you change a nappy on, what was she? She was a 2.5 kilo piece of bone and sinew that she had no fat whatsoever on her, because I was a super stressed out 17-year-old. And she must have had all the horrible hormones racing through both of us. And then when she's separated from me, she's going into her crisis. I'm going into my hormonal crisis. And we both grieved. I cried so much that year. It was ridiculous. So anyway, I said it hurts as much today, 30 years later, as it did the day I was, the days I was giving her up. And I got launched at by 2 or 3 other women saying, of course she's grieving, blah, blah. And they were actually quite nasty. And I wanted to read word for word to get your opinions. But anyway, I kind of went far out, it's like I'm damned if I do. I tried to do what's best for her, as they didn't know any of the rest of the story. And they just damned me for giving her up. And it's like, you know what? One person came back on top of that saying nice things. And I sent screenshots to my friend saying, am I overreacting to this? And she went, no, you're not. I use you too much as a bit of a, am I overreacting? You know who you are. But yeah, it was just like, this hurt me. And okay, I could take offence for something that they didn't mean to take offence in, or am I reading into this wrong because I'm being a bit touchy today, or whatever. And it was like, does another person think I'm overreacting to feel, that's a little bit Barb-like. So anyway, kind of put me in a bit of a downer. Then I had to go back to work, and working from home is now finished, which in a way is a good thing. In a way is a bad thing, because you've got the stress then of wearing the masks. And today, of all days, I felt every time I put the damn mask on, I just wanted to scrape the face off myself. I wear a plastic frame inside my mask so I don't have the fabric on my face. And even wearing that was just like, oh God, I want to just rip it off. The sweat's pumping off me whenever I take it off. And it was just horrible today. Really, really horrible and nasty. So anyway, survived. I'm still sweating, like, yeah. Yeah, so being in the office with masks on is no fun, but you can kind of fiddle with bits of files that you couldn't otherwise fiddle with. that kind of thing, and yeah, I don't know. My heart's not in it anymore though. Not in this particular role. Hang on, let me get that out. Maybe that's bugging me there. Yeah, I just want to get my transfer accepted to somewhere, anywhere. Yeah, I kind of am running away, but then if the jobs don't come up all the time, do you really just hang around? I don't know. And I can't get people to come into my section, which, you know, is telling. And then the other thing is there isn't the people in the section, in the rest of the department to be able to even say, well, we can let Johnny go because, but they're even going, we can't let Johnny go because they need to, and all those positions are then left vacant. So they're coming into a crisis, and I don't know. I'll see how I go, but do I end up going off on stress leave? I don't want to. But if I'm gonna get to the point where I couldn't give a shit, that's probably more dangerous than anything else. So yeah, I thought I'd get a quick video. Sophie's actually been really good. She's letting me record. Marcus has just come home. Yeah, we put on ABC for her. I put on ABC for her, and she's watching that. Yeah, I have magazines to show. I haven't been stitching much. I've still been falling asleep on the couch at night. I've been knitting heaps. I've been crocheting heaps. It actually got to the point where I crocheted today, and I went to the end of one line this morning and came halfway back and got to the end of the line on the way back home, and I'm going, whoa, the line is shrinking rapidly. I need to actually cast off. So I've stopped at the end of a line, and I'm nearly finished the baby blanket for Simon and Killian. Which is all kinds of cool for me, but they live in Sydney. They're not going to use a baby blanket. I don't know why I even thought to do baby blanket for Simon. They put the kid in shorts when he was down in Hobart. It's like, Hobart's not warm. In saying that, we've got, I was reading out the temperature, 24, 28, 28, 29, 24, I think are the temperature for the next week. Air conditioned office, oh nice. Oh, that's better. Yeah, I've just been all way out of sorts this last week. Marcus is kind of going, what do we have for tea? And I'm kind of going, I don't give a shit. I don't want tea. I don't want food. I've eaten too much today. I don't know. I'm sick of the same salad bags. I'm sick of... Kill me now. I need a holiday. I do get to have a break in March. We watched a documentary, and I know you probably can't see it outside of Australia, but it was on ABC. It was called Backroads, and it was all about the overland track in Tasmania. Oh my god, it was amazing. If you have a VPN and you can access your VPN and say, hey, I'm in Australia, then get on ABC iView and watch it. Or watch it on YouTube, all kinds of dodgy or something. There was an ABC reporter who came and he walked the overland track on the first day bit, and he met some weirdos, real weirdos, who one has done the overland track something like 15,000 or 1,500 times. He walks food in. I don't know why walkers can't walk their own damn food in, but anyway, he walks food in for walkers on this 6-day overland track. And he does it in shorts no matter what time of the year, and he wears what was described as a weird hat and wraparound sunglasses. He had a leukemia, maybe, a few years ago, and he decided that he would do this as his next great legacy, and apparently it's healed him. He's doing much better anyway. He's healthy, he's fit, and he's doing this track on a pretty much regular basis. Yes.
Oh, it's empty.
It was here. It's here. It's pattern, and I have to clean the fabric.
Yes, but Daddy's taken this.
Yeah, it's in the lounge.
Right.
Okay, bye.
And he's taking another speaker away.
Yeah.
Nothing says it. Mummy, what are these?
Sophie, they're Daddy's. Not now. I'm recording.
I just want to watch.
Well, you can watch, but I can't talk to you.
What's with the chocolate in my hand?
No, you can put a chocolate in your mouth.
Okay. I like two of them.
No, you can have one. You can have one. You can have one. No, I don't have. No, I don't want one. I'm recording.
Oh, it's like a pet.
They're both the same. It's Whisper. These are yours, Rachel. Just pick one. I'm just going to pick something else. God knows. Okay. Yeah, so it was really, really good. I'm yet to do it. I actually said to a photographer friend of mine at work who that I hadn't done it in 21 years in Tasmania, and he said, "Dude,
Got one.
go to work." Oh, you got a crunchy. So yes, but I don't know if we can go in March. The main thing is with Cradle Mountain is you either need to stay at the accommodation or you have to get up even more stupid o'clock to get to there. So I don't know how we're going to feasibly do it, and it costs a fortune to stay there.
Mommy!
There is an amazing resort.
Happy chocolate.
There is an amazing resort there.
Mommy,
Give.
they're all melted. They're melted.
No, the oxygen is going. They're okay. So yeah, there's a fantastic resort that you can stay in. It's something like $400 a day. Who the hell can afford that? Except May and Andrews. Or there may be cabins that we could potentially stay in, but I'm not so sure that you can. So yes, it's never somewhere I've been able to go and visit. So it'd be really cool to do that. I don't know how far the walk is, to even do a short day walk. In saying that, I'm going to be going click, 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 click with my phone, and my friend said, look, even with phone, you're better off just going rather than having a fancy camera. I don't have a fancy camera, but the kind of photos that I want to take, I would want a fancier camera. But anyway, I could make do. So yeah, there's that. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. I am going, no, I'm not going north until I go to Launceston in October because the retreat got delayed. So, yeah, no plans to go up anytime soon. There are a bazillion rescues, animal-wise, happening up north. The last rescue I did was for a kitten. I kept the kitten. She's a long-haired grey tabby. She's beautiful. She's called Twiggy. And I've called her Twiggy because I ended up with twigs in my hair. Anyway, I don't know if I filled you in on the story of that. You're being rude. Twiggy is the chinchilla, and on the same day that I picked up Twiggy, I picked up a very, very sick Paddy, and then I ended up picking up
A manta ray.
not a manta ray. Silly. It was don't stand on that. It was something introduced. It was a pest. What was it, Sophie? Oh, it was a bunny. It was a bunny that was the size of Sophie's hand. Can I have your hand? On camera. Get off the table. Don't stand on the table. No, I need your hand on the camera. Okay, this is her hand. This is my hand. It was the size of her hand, right? It was tiny. It was only a little kit, and it came out of the security guard down at the art museum. Came out of her bra, wrapped in a tissue, and this little mite would have been killed because they're an introduced pest in Tasmania. So even if there was somebody to look after it, it wouldn't have happened. Going this direction with care. I think there was something else that I picked up as well. Oh no, it was the patty in the morning. Oh, there was another patty that I picked up as well. Lots of patamelons. This thing had a broken leg or something. And I ended up meeting my colleague who got me into the job in the first place. And do not stand on that, you'll break it. Don't. Yeah, met my rescue enabler. And she was bringing in a little Joey as well that had broken bones. So I got wind this morning of a possible wallaby with the tail amputated. I don't know what the story was with that. We don't get the outcome of what we do with the animals. Just drop them off. Some of them you hear transport's needed from the vets to the carers, or transport to Bonnarong or to rehab, but I don't always maybe see those jobs. So yeah, there's that. It'd be nice if we got a bit more feedback on, hey, you rescued this animal, this is what happened to it, this is Johnny, we're now calling it Johnny, and you get to find out that it's been rehabbed and released or something. Only a few of them. I think you'd be able to actually keep tabs on. She's swinging on the chair. Yes. So yeah, I'm wearing this t-shirt. It's terrible. It's cut so badly. It's too high in the neck. The sleeves, the tops of the arms are cut in the wrong direction, and I feel like I'm wearing it backwards, and it says I was normal 3 cats ago. Well, I have 3 cats now, again. The 2 old ones and the young one. And oh yeah, she's a Houdini. She's even escaped out of the pen that she was put into after she escaped out of the other pen on a regular basis. But I found out where she was breaking out. Now I'm waiting for her to grow, and then she found another. She created a hole and got out of there too. Bloody thing. If she keeps on escaping, I'll just have to get somebody else to take her. But she is gorgeous. She's very, very friendly. She is more interested in pets and cuddles than food, whereas my 2 older ones are only interested in food. It's kind of like, love me, food. Ooh, okay, bye. You know, and then head down, eating. Don't disturb us, woman. Yeah. Animals. Faithful only to their stomachs. Or their noses, in the case of Mocha. Dear. Alright, I'm going to let you go. I've been rambling about bullshit and nothing really. Teresa, thank you very much for the pattern, and I will do something to preserve it, and do something to preserve those ancient floss, or ancient flosses, and I will potentially lightly wash the DMC Pedon fabric, and I'll have to serge it or do something with it, maybe let it fray a little bit, but just give it a light wash. But no, that'd be cool. It'd be nice to actually see something old done, having something done with it. And then I've got the legacy. Big sister gave it to little sister. I still want to, I think I have it on my Whipgo board, my wolf. Oh, maybe I don't. I have my wolf from my original cross-stitch days that I would like to resurrect. I don't know how much I really stuffed that up. That was real rookie days, but I was at least stitching in a hoop, but that's on black. So yeah, pray for me. I think I have an A4 light pad somewhere that I can use, and I do work under good lighting now, so it may not be too bad. But yeah, it'd be nice to resurrect some of those. I finished Cloud's Factory Dinosaurs for the month. I don't like the writing. I might not keep doing the writing. I might just leave the letters. I might redo the writing in black or some other contrast white you just can't see. And I may do some more back stitching. I'm not wholly convinced. You guys can't see this. She's swinging on the chair. The light in here drives me batty. I hate those curtains though. It's Raggedy Andy. It was a kid's bedroom. And it's Raggedy Andy, and I don't like this particular. Well, actually, it says Arthur. Oh, no, it's the dog on the kennel. He's a weird Raggedy Andy and Raggedy Ann. Very weird. I had them. I gave them away at some point. They're probably valuable as all hell. But yeah, I got rid of them. Sorry. I just didn't like the feeling of the glue around the woolly hair. Anyway, I said I was going to go. I'll see you guys next week with a life update and natter and behind the scenes and crazy. What?
Yeah, a boat.
Behind a board?
Yes.
You're a turkey. She's been having me, I'm looking at her, their toes hanging out, and she's been asking me to take her to bed by her ankles. So she's been carried to bed upside down by the ankles. And then I'll blow raspberries on the soles of She's hysterical. Can you come and say goodbye?
Bye. Bye.
That's Flopsy. Flopsy doesn't say anything. Flopsy's a bit manky too. Flopsy's dribbled his food. She. Flopsy's dribbled everywhere. Say bye-bye.
Bye.
Alright.
Bye. Funny.